Here's a big question I got this weekend when we were at Aquashella. Why do you go to shows like this? What is the purpose of these? And it's really quite simple. We go to these shows to be able to meet the faces that are on the other side of this camera lens, because otherwise we really have no opportunity to do that. You all know Lisa and I, but we don't know you. And we go to these shows and we can change that. But if I'm being fully transparent with you, it's never been something that's really benefited us from a business standpoint. It benefits us because we're able to meet you, and that's amazing. We love that part of it. That's the whole reason why we do it. But we've never really walked away from that going, you know what? Our business is going to improve because of this weekend. But that all changed with this one, because in this particular Aquashella, we made 2 contacts that are going to greatly impact our business. And I can't wait to tell you about it. We made 2 contacts with 2 different companies at Aquashella this weekend that are going to solve 2 huge problems that we have with our business. And I think it's going to have a huge impact on everything that we do moving forward. But I have a ridiculous amount of orders that I have to pack before I can talk to you about that. And I'm not going to bore you with me packing 100 boxes up to ship them out today. So I'm going to do those orders, and then we're going to talk in a minute. One of the first issues is driftwood. We sell a lot of driftwood as long as we can have it in. And the hard part has been finding a good supplier for driftwood. We order up driftwood and we get pieces like this. This is a nice piece of driftwood for some people. If you're a super artist or something like that, you look at something like this and you're like, okay, that's cool. I can do something with that. What can I do with this? What can I do with this that just looks like a knuckle? I can't sell these. I mean, I could, but I wouldn't feel right. I'd feel like I'm stealing your money and you're not getting what you paid for. I have a huge problem with that. A lot of times, if you've ordered driftwood from me, if it's been pieces like that, I've actually given you like 2 or 3 so that you can put them together and make something fancy out of it. But I still don't like doing that. I want to send you something that's dramatic and beautiful that you can just stick in your tank, and that's all you need. Put a couple of pieces of Anubias on it or something like that, and you're good to go. It's been really hard to find that, but I found a guy this weekend, and I'm so excited about it. Not just for Malaysian driftwood, but things like manzanita and spiderwood and all kinds of stuff. Oh, this solves a huge problem. He has like an endless supply of it, and I could not be more excited about that. Not just because I'm going to be able to sell you Malaysian driftwood, but all different kinds. So yeah, be looking for that coming in the near future. I know it sounds so silly and stupid, but you have no idea how excited I am about that. The next contact we made has to do with this room right here, our plant room. It's very noisy right now because I haven't been here in 4 days to top off the tanks, so the water's making some noise and all of that. We're fish keepers. You get used to that. The biggest problem that I have had is keeping plants in this room. Having plants available for you. Now, this is a good problem to have if you're somebody that's in business. If your tanks are empty, that means you're selling everything. But the problem is I look at it and I say, if my customers are going to the website and they're constantly seeing out of stock, they're going to be driven away from us and they might not give us a chance to sell them plants again. So I need more plants. And here's the problem. I started this off 6 months ago, 7 months ago, saying I want to be exclusive to Tropica. And I really, really meant that. And I still do mean that. But the problem is we are one of hundreds of companies that buy from one place. Tropica has one warehouse that they supply everybody in the United States from. And so it's difficult for them to keep up with the numbers that we need. It's not like we're selling thousands of plants per week, but you all order a lot of plants from us. We are very fortunate for that. And because of that, we can't keep them in stock. And that's why you go to our site all the time and you see out of stock quite regularly on a lot of our plants. That really bothers me. And that's going to change now. That's going to change tomorrow. Today is Tuesday. That's going to change Thursday. We made a contact with another company that we will be purchasing plants from and make them available to you on the website. We put in our order at the show. They're shipping them today. Today's Tuesday. It's going to take 2 days for them to get here. We'll have them on Thursday. I will show you all of those plants. It is unbelievable what this company has. If you want to talk about being excited, this had me lose sleep. I was so excited over it. Yeah, it goes against what I was saying before of wanting to stick with Tropica. If I could stick with Tropica only and have an unlimited supply, I would do it. But you know, we're just not able to do that. I mean, we go on there all the time and they don't have the plants available that we need, which are the plants that you want. So we have to do this. If we're going to have them available for you, we have to do it. And this might lead to another problem down the road. This room not being big enough. So I want to show you something. I want to show you something you've never seen. Okay, we are now on the back side. Hi, Jasper. Jasper came in here to hang out. We're on the back of our barn. And this is going to be really difficult, but I'm going to get in here and I'm going to show you. It'll all make sense. Okay. The cats have decided to come back here and hang out here. Gerald, what are you doing? So, this barn is a lot bigger than you might think from what you see on the inside. You have that entire finished area, but then back here, there's this whole area. I know it doesn't look good. In fact, it looks terrible. The reason why it looks terrible is because for us, this has always been just like just put it in the back of the barn. One of those kind of deals. We have this huge display case that was in the fish house when we bought it. There's the huge church pew, which is really cool. I don't know if anything's ever going to get done with it, but let me show you this. Oh, no, I'm on this side. Let me show you this first. You see this pile of wood right here? This pile of wood has been sitting here for a year. Like I said, just throw it in the barn. Who cares? That pile of wood is the salvageable or the salvaged pieces that we took out of the floor from the fish house. I saved all of that wood. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. We have an idea of something. We thought about using it on the walls in our powder room, a really small room, and just do one wall with it. That was Lisa's idea. That's what we kept it for. I don't know if there's enough to do that with it, but that's going to be a really cool project that someday I will hopefully get to. All of this carnage right here, it's just trash. And I don't even know if the trash all came from us. I don't know. I don't know what's in here. We've got art pieces over here that maybe Kenzie drew, or maybe they were here when we moved in. I don't really know. We've got old windows. It's a disaster. This is a storage area now. That's what it's become. But there's another really cool thing over here. Another stack of wood that hopefully the camera will adjust and you'll be able to see it. What this is, these are all the floor joists that came out of the fish house. So we have the flooring and the joists. These are real 2x8s. They're not 1.5 by 7.5 or 1.5 by 7.25 or whatever 2x8 is. These are actually 2 inches by 8 inches. And they appear to be oak. Nice, right? I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with all of this wood, but if you were to go and buy this wood at a wood place, yes, they do exist, you're talking about thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. You think I'm exaggerating, but I promise you I'm not. 2-inch thick by 8-inch wide boards that are 200-year-old, completely dried out oak. Forget it. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if this stack of wood would cost $10,000 if you were going somewhere to buy it. It's ridiculous. It's got historic value. It's old. It's dry. It's straight. I mean, if I'm going to do something with that, it has to be something special. The idea is we might make a kitchen island top out of it. That would be spectacular. Maybe something that I could show on the Money Pit channel. But look at this place. It's about 40 feet wide by probably 16. Now this bump out here is something that we could actually take out. It was put in by the previous owners to hold a big TV in there. We don't need that. It's a complete waste of space. So I'm thinking what I would do is take that out and just make it flush. There's more storage area there for us. I would cut in a door over here, and that would go into the barn and, you know, connect this to the barn. Obviously, I would have to do a whole lot of work to seal this up. That light that you see there, yeah, that's the outdoors that you see there. So it's a snake, squirrel, cat, wasp, rat hole is what this place is. So I would have to get it all sealed off. It doesn't necessarily need to be pretty. In fact, in a building like this, the less pretty it would be, the better. I would probably just keep the walls raw and you know, not really do a whole lot with that, but it would need to be insulated and it would need to be workable. Get all of this junk out of here, and we could add probably 60 plant tanks back here. Big ones. We could have some big ponds on the floor. We could do all kinds of stuff back here for the plants. So this probably will be where we will expand our plant operation moving forward. I've been telling Lisa for quite some time now, I need to get back here and pull up my trailer and just start throwing stuff away. Obviously, I'm not going to throw all that oak away or the stuff that came off the floors. We're going to take this display case. There's a really nice mom and pop antique store in town. We're going to take that to them and just see if they want to just have it. I don't care about making money off of it. Watch, that's going to be an antique that's worth like $90,000. How much you want to bet? But I mean, I would rather just take it to them and give it to them, and maybe they'll give us a chair or something for it. I don't even care about that. I just want it out of here. The church pew, I don't know what's going to happen with that. But most of the stuff that's in this room just needs to be thrown away. The shutters, they aren't getting thrown away, but a lot of the stuff is just junk. This is just the collect-all place that everybody, including us, just get it out of the way, put it in the back of the barn. So I'm going to have to spend a weekend, possibly even more, clearing this place out and then making room to start putting tanks back here as the door closes from the wind. I don't know how dark it's going to get in here now, but you know, this is something that Lisa and I have talked about since we moved in here, and we've done nothing with it. So I can't tell you when this project is going to start, but I'm pretty excited about it because it would end up being, we would triple the amount of space that we have now as far as the plants go. And not only that, we would gain that room in there. Maybe that could be our room that we store lights or filters or I don't know. So yeah, very, very cool. Don't know how I'm going to do it, but when I do it, I'm going to show you. And with this contact that I made at Aquashella, I might need to do this sooner than you think. I am not a Kubota repair person, but I'm willing to bet this is not supposed to be bent like that. And of course the Kubota place closes in 10 minutes and I'm 10 minutes away. To pick this up again tomorrow.